My name is Daniel Carter, and this story takes place in Austin, Texas, a city buzzing with music, life, and opportunity. But behind all the bright lights and lively festivals, my life was unraveling in ways I never imagined. It all began with one decision: my wife, Emily, deciding to go to a party that I begged her not to attend. The first signs of trouble. Emily and I had been married for almost 6 years. We met in college at the University of Texas. She was this radiant, free-spirited girl who loved people, music, and late-night adventures. I was more grounded, a planner, someone who liked to keep things simple. For a long time, our differences balanced each other. But lately, it felt like those differences were pulling us apart. One Thursday night, she came home excited. "Daniel, you won't believe it. Sarah invited us to this huge rooftop party downtown. Live band, rooftop view, all our friends. It's going to be amazing." I hesitated. Work had been brutal, and honestly, the last thing I wanted was a crowded party filled with people I barely knew. But more than that, I had heard about these parties before. Too much drinking, reckless choices, and arguments that carried into the next morning. So I said quietly, I don't think it's a good idea. Can we just skip it this time? Maybe stay in, watch a movie, have a quiet night." Her smile faded. "You always want to stay in, Daniel." "I feel like I'm trapped. I need to breathe, to be around people." "You don't get it." We argued for hours. In the end, she slammed the bedroom door and said, "I'm going, whether you like it or not." The night of the party. The night she left, I sat on the couch staring at the clock. Every minute felt heavier. I kept replaying our fight in my head, wondering if I was being controlling or if I was just trying to protect what we had. By midnight, she still hadn't come home. I called. No answer. Texted. Nothing. At 2 a.m., I finally heard her key in the lock. Relief washed over me, but it was short-lived. She stumbled in, her hair messy, makeup smudged, and she wouldn't look me in the eye. "Emily, where have you been?" "I've been worried sick." She waved her hand dismissively. "Relax, Daniel. I just had a good time." "You're always so paranoid." But I knew something was different. Something had shifted. The weeks that followed. After that night, everything changed. Emily became distant. She spent more nights out with friends, fewer evenings with me. When I tried to talk about it, she accused me of not trusting her. One evening, I found myself sitting at our dining table alone, dinner growing cold. She had texted, "Don't wait up," with Sarah and the others. The emptiness in the house was suffocating. I began questioning everything. Had our marriage been fragile all along? Or had one night truly destroyed the foundation we built? The breaking point. 3 weeks later, the truth came out in the most painful way. A friend of mine, Michael, who happened to be at that rooftop party, pulled me aside. He looked uncomfortable. "Daniel, I don't know how to say this, but you need to know." That night, Emily wasn't acting like herself. She was drinking too much, dancing with some guy I didn't recognize. It wasn't just harmless fun. Hearing those words was like a knife to my chest. When I confronted Emily, she broke down. "I didn't mean for it to happen, Daniel. I just wanted to feel alive again. I felt trapped, and when you begged me not to go, I thought you were trying to control me. But I see now. I made a mistake." Falling apart. Trust is a fragile thing. Once it breaks, no amount of apologies can glue it back the same way. For weeks, we tried to patch things up. Counseling, late-night talks, promises to do better. But the distance between us grew wider. Every time she said she was out with friends, my chest tightened. Every time I asked questions, she accused me of suffocating her. One night, after yet another fight, she packed a bag. "I need space, Daniel. Maybe time apart will help us figure out if this marriage even works anymore." The door closed behind her, and just like that, I was alone. Picking up the pieces. The following months were the hardest of my life. The apartment was too quiet, my routines felt meaningless, and everywhere I looked, I saw reminders of her. But slowly, I began to rebuild. I threw myself into work, reconnected with old friends, and started therapy. I learned something valuable. Sometimes love isn't enough when trust is gone. Emily and I finalized our divorce a year later. She admitted she regretted her choices, but by then, we were too broken to fix. Ugh. Reflection. Looking back, I realized something important. It wasn't just the party that destroyed us. It was the choices, the stubbornness, the refusal to meet each other halfway. That night was just the spark that lit the fire we had both been ignoring for too long. If I could go back, maybe I'd listen more, maybe I'd compromise more. But I also know relationships can't survive on maybe. They survive on trust, respect, and a willingness to put each other first. Emily wanted freedom, and I wanted stability. Neither of us was wrong, but together, we were no longer right. Ugh. Final words. So here I am, telling this story not with bitterness, but with acceptance. Sometimes people walk into your life and change everything. And sometimes they walk out, leaving you with lessons you didn't know you needed. Emily went to that party against my wishes. And yes, everything fell apart. But in that falling apart, I discovered something too. My own strength, my own voice, and the truth that sometimes letting go is the only way to heal. Because at the end of the day, love without trust is just an illusion. And life is too short to live in illusions.